back to Sekiro. Now in the streaming world, I have taken quite a bit of hiatus from this game, but that is only because when I'm not streaming, I have spent my time diligently farming. So I have upgraded my shuriken to the best of the lazulite. I have a lazulite Sabimaru. I'm gonna use the purple fume spark. I've all the tools upgraded besides the axe and the lazulite axe and lazulite flame, just because they both are primarily for ghosts or apparition type enemies, but we don't really have any of those left because all we have left is our father and the final boss. And I have finally farmed enough skill points to get the empowered mortal draw. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Oh, I can only have one active at the time, that's right. Do I want Akko? Nah, let me get Ungo. There's nothing really else I can do. Alright, well, without further ado, let's see if we can beat him. It's about 9 o'clock now in the streaming world, so I'll give it, you know, a few attempts, maybe an hour or something, if I, like, beat him. Like, till I beat him. I don't know. Depends on if I rage. Which is very likely. I didn't even activate my sugar. Oh dear. Whoa! That was a close one. Oh my. Oh dear, that was a bad one. I don't know what that one was gonna. Whoa! Oh, he faked me. Thought he was gonna come up there. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. My dumbass fucking jumped at him. The rage is already beginning. Yup, there we go. Oh, and he McCurried me. Just kill me, bro. Damn it, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, imagine being able to stun people in this game with flashbangs, basically, and then just, when you flashbang them, you just get absolutely fucking countered. Well, that's one death to add to the tally list. We're gonna opt in for Akko anyway. Oh yeah! This! What just happened? I'm so confused. What just happened? What just happened? What happened to my draw? What the fuck? The rage is already beginning. Oh my god. Not even close enough for me to hit him. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Yeah, just kill me, bro. I think I might use another combat art or something. I don't know. I think I might just use Nightjar, or reverse Nightjar. I don't know. Because for some reason it's just not working. Oh boy. Oh boy. 5 minutes in and I've already died twice. This is why I stopped playing the game until Stop! 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 Leave me alone. I dodged. Not even 6 minutes in. This is fucking fantastic. Okay. Like, I just don't understand how some enemies get staggered by that, and then just goddamn tank. What? I literally fucking countered that. Are you fucking kidding me? Got the smoke on. I just want to tackle it. God. Oh my god. Just out of nowhere every single time. Goddamn. Throwable. See, like, if I didn't hit him, I bet you would have fucking carried me. Like, one of the main combat mechanics in this game is the thrust. It's so stupid. Oh, what? Bro. 7 minutes in, I've already died 3 times. I'm about to start banging my desk. Oh, man. Like, I literally just wanted to beat this boss, because I'm pretty sure he's going to give me the 2 prayer beads that I need. And then I can go beat the final boss with maximum amount of vitality, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing any of these. This is why I stopped playing Sekiro so many times through different playthroughs, just because the game itself is just so ridiculously hard. But it's not even the fact that the bosses are hard, it's the fact that sometimes my moves don't even work. Like in the past episodes, I can't even recount how many times I've tried to do a move and it just didn't work. Like, I've done something else, or it just didn't do anything at all. I LB. I pressed LB. And then what? And then I pressed LB again. It's not working. I just wait for it. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Like, my LB button isn't working. I might stop streaming. Oh man. Damn it, bro. Like, I can't. I just can't fucking. Oh, when I wasn't close enough, how lovely. And I pressed LB. Okay, oh wow, oh wow. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. can't. My fist just doesn't. Oh man, I can't do this. Like, I think I might just give up on this game series altogether and just say fuck it, and just call it the shittiest From Software game ever. Like, I thought the shittiest From Software game was Dark Souls 3, and that was specifically because of the exact same reason of how, well, it's not the exact same reason. The reason why Dark Souls 3 is so shitty is because for some reason they added one mechanic that absolutely destroyed the game, and people think it's one of the greatest Dark Souls out there, and that was the kick mechanic. So the kick mechanic they added was basically whenever let me describe to you how to perform a kick, and let me just ask you guys if it sounds familiar at all for what you would do in that game, in that scenario. Okay, so the way that you kick in Dark Souls 3 instead of doing a regular swing attack with like RB and everything. So an RB is an attack, like a light attack, okay? So the way to do a kick is you hold forward on the left stick and you hit RB. Does that sound familiar at all to anybody? It might, because forward and RB is to move forward and attack. However, for some reason, some person at that studio said, hey, you know what? What we need to do is make it so that whenever they want to move forward and attack somebody, they just throw a kick. And then they all stood up on their feet, gave him a round of applause, and said, this guy's a fucking genius. Promote him, now. I don't care if he's a goddamn janitor that just walked in here from cleaning up the last meeting. Fucking promote him. CEO. Like, this is just insane. So, like, in that game, it was they added a shitty movement mechanic to, the game. Or like a shitty attack mechanic that absolutely destroyed that game for me, which makes it the worst Dark Souls. Yes, Dark Souls 3 is the worst Dark Souls. It's better than Dark Souls 2. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. Starting at the top of the hill, there's Dark Souls 1. Rolling down the hill is Dark Souls 2. And then at the bottom of the chasm, under where all the dead people are, under the chasm of bodies, is Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro. Because everybody has fallen that hill of thinking that each game before the last was better. But it wasn't. It was all leading up to just shitty game after shitty game. I'll admit they recovered with Elden Ring. They definitely recovered with Elden Ring. But these games are just terrible. Don't know how this one got Game of the Year. Nobody ever made it to this fight and was like, yeah, let's still give it Game of the Year. Oh my god, I just Okay, I'm not sure how I got didn't get a perfect parry off. Yeah, I just don't know what to do, really. I mean, the fact that he can Makiri any of those leading attacks is just ridiculous. So, like, oh, okay, so that's how I'll relate it to the shitty Whoa. I dodged to the left and he hit the stab? How? Tempting to hold RB because that's how I've been doing it. Close the distance throughout the entirety of the fucking game. That's why I don't think So his sword is big enough to hit me, but can I target him, please? What? And then he just teleports through the post. Yeah, this is my last fight. I'm not playing Sekiro after this. I think what I'm gonna do. Okay, I did. Okay, so that's another reason to not play Sekiro. So here's what I'll do. After this fight, whether I win or lose, I'm just going to run to the final boss, and we'll give it one shot. If I can't get to Ishin, at least like one death blow or two death blows. If I can't even get to Ishin, right, I'm sick of having fucking garbage in my Xbox. It's like having garbage in my room. I'm sick of it. Okay, I'm hitting LB. See, like that would have been the time right there. I reversed my charge. Yeah. Hold on. See, like it's spawning a poison mist, but it's just not. Okay. And see, like, I tried to follow up with my RB, you know, the one I have to spend money for to get the prosthetic weapon arts, but it just doesn't give it to me. The enemy attacks in this game are so fucking fast that I just can't do anything about it. I pressed up on the D-pad. Come on! And this is the farthest I've ever gotten, ironically. And then I pressed up. That's fine. Speed up yet, this piece of shit. Goddamn Xbox. If you guys want to hear more about how the Dark Souls well, let me say this. Because it's not just one game. It's not just Dark Souls 3 that's a piece of shit. It's this game too. So, not only does that tell me that this game is a piece of shit, or Dark Souls 3 is a piece of shit by playing it, it means that throughout a certain period of time, the entirety of the studio of From Software was absolute fucking garbage. Like, keep in mind, guys, somebody literally had to pitch this at a meeting. That's the shit that I can't ever, like, have wrapped around in my head. Like I'd like to think myself as a smart person. I don't know if that's my ego or that I've proved it or what, but I like to think myself as a smart person, okay? But the sheer fact of the matter is, somebody had to pitch the idea to have in the game, and we're talking about Dark Souls 3, and then I'll move on to Sekiro, but somebody had to pitch in the meeting. They said, alright, hey guys, so I know we've kept with the same core combat mechanics of both Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, of RB being like B to roll, RT to attack, charge it by holding it, etc. So, and I can almost guarantee it was from the same guy that does the weapon art, so I'll do an impression of that now. So, the guy comes into the meeting, he says, guys, I got an amazing idea. So what if, instead of having LT to be whatever the fuck LT did back in Dark Souls 1 and 2, they said, what if, guys, we have something called, I don't even know yeah, I was going to say Ash of War. What if we call it weapon art? Now, the weapon art is going to be a variety of different moves and abilities that you can do all across different weaponry and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, oh my god, this guy's genius. And as they were giving him a round of applause, they say, wait guys, I just got another idea. And they're like, let's hear it. How could it be bad after he gave us weapon art? They said, whenever we move forward and press RB, the player should kick. And then they were the board members were so high with enjoyment from weapon art that they just started clapping and said, yeah! And it didn't sink in that it was one of the worst moves that From Software did until God knows how much time into development before they couldn't reverse it, you know, before they just let it slide. The fact that I'm gonna demonstrate. Oh, wow, I can't even fucking demonstrate up here. But God damn it, I can't even demonstrate out there. All right, but let's demonstrate out here. Hopefully, if I pull up my fucking sword. Yeah. So the way to do the kick is you walk forward and you RB. Walk forward and you RB. That's how you would kick in that game. So just by looking at the core mechanics, you look at and it says RB to attack. And you'd be like, oh, okay, so that's how we attack, and we gain a little distance, okay. But from a person who just reads it, they'll just be like, so that's the only way that I can attack and move? Because if they look at the controls, it's forward on the left stick and RB to kick. I can't tell you how many times I've fucking kicked in that game. What? But like, whew. It is just a fucking headache. And then when it comes to this game, like, so it's like, there's two ways to attack in this game, which is the only way you can really attack without a shinobi tool and or a combat art. The only way to attack in this game, keep in mind, the only way to do damage in this game is to RB and swing, or you hold RB and stab. Okay? Those are the only two ways that you can normally attack and do damage. And in one of the final boss fights in the game, it's optional, but they still added in the game, which is just a total oversight in my opinion. They said, hey, you know the one of two ways that we made to mainly attack in this game, that they've been refining their technique throughout the entire game of when to hit RB and when to hold it? They're like, yeah. They said, why don't we just remove one of them from a boss fight to where you can just basically never do it? And they're like, okay, alright, and we're going to add that as the owl, so that you can either fight the owl and continue the story, which would be hard, or you could face Emma and Ishin to end the game early, which might arguably be harder. And then they're like, yeah, that's a good idea to beat Owl and continue the game, but why don't we make you fight him again? And you're just like, what? I just can't get over that fact of how they removed one of the core combat mechanics of this game, and it got Game of the Year. Unfortunately, like, I guess they only sent IGN like the first like 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay footage, and then they just judged the game off that, because there's no way that they got anywhere deeper in the game besides that, and then they would have seen all the bullshit. If they had played it themselves, they would know that half the time their buttons don't even fucking register. I don't know how many times in that boss fight alone that I either tried to drink my jug, like this, or fucking, whatchamacallit, like use a fucking combat art. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to fucking do it, and it just didn't work. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go, technically, for the fucking final boss fight. I know I have to head down into the ravine and everything, but I don't know how to get to Ashina Reservoir. And I can't even get up that way, so I'm just like... Okay, so this is kinda at the Ashina Reservoir. It's not to the one I need to go. Why is that mini boss there? Told you. Okay, here's where I need to go. Oh, near secret passage. I already had it unlocked. Yeah, I got no idea what I would use in its place, so... It's whatever, let's just fucking fight him. Let's just get this shit over with. And by this shit, I mean this shitty ass game. Oh good, Kuro's dying. And how would I block that? Oh, I thought I would have had to Mikiri. Oh, that one I would have had to, but... Oh, wait, I tried to use my fucking Mortal Blade on him! God damn it! There he goes with that floating passage. Oh. What? So when I hit B, I just don't Mikiri? Got it. Apparently my Mikiri ability has been taken away for the final fight. Oh my god, what? Alright, alright, this is getting a little ridiculous. And I press B, I'm not understanding. Do I call it here? There was a lot of bullshit in that fight where my buttons were just not working. I couldn't Mikiri. There was a time where I couldn't use my Mortal Blade. I just don't understand how it got Game of the Year. Like this game alone has made me crack the code that IGN does not play the games that it reviews. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Chase ass. What? How did I not perfect it? What? And then I press B. Wait, what? I tried to jump on you for the I'm confused. And then you slash me. This game's garbage, bro. Like, Fromsoft literally took a dive, like, honestly. There's there's nothing nobody can say. Like throughout the years that they made Dark Souls 3 and this game, they took a dive. Simple as that. Oh wow, I beat him! Hooray! That was easy. I wonder what's up next. More bullshit? Probably. Just give me the cutscene, let me lose, let me rage, and then end this fucking shitty ass series for good. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. While we're waiting for them to talk again, I don't think there was a singular time in Elden Ring's history, out of the hundreds upon hundreds of hours that I've played it, there's not a single time that I can remember where I was like, my button didn't register, or I didn't mean to do that, I clicked another button, or some shit like that, you know? But in Sekiro and Dark Souls 3, it is just riddled with like, buttons. Like, it's misclicks that it's not a misclick, you know what I mean? This shit doesn't even make any sense. Oh my god! Oh, come on. I thought it was gonna be the jump. Oh, I couldn't even see a goddamn thing. Oh, I thought it would have been triple. Okay. Oh god. Here comes his spear. Oh god. Oh dear. I didn't know. Oh god, he's got a gun! Oh god. Whoa. Yeah. Wait. I guess I dodged the wrong way and I couldn't block it. It's fine. Hongo. Wait, I guess I have to dodge that or some shit. Okay, well, now I'm just getting decimated. I could have sworn. Oh shit. Okay. Alright, now I definitely need to heal. Whoa. I gotta be really careful. Not gonna jinx it by calling this boss fight easy. Oh dear. I knew it. That's fine though. At least I got my death blow back. Oh dear. well, right? Oh. All right, I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go another time. Because. So wait a minute. You're telling me that all the stuff that I've heard about how, like, I've seen poll after poll after poll arguing what is the hardest From Software boss, and a lot of the times this would get max. You're telling me the first time I get to Ishin after bullshit of Genichiro, I get him down to 1 bar? What the fuck? Alright, well. I don't really use the... I mean... no. Let me do Floating Passage, just because if I get the Floating Passage off, he might just be forced to, like, block. If I do the High Monk, I don't know, it might give him time to do some shit. Alright, I'm gonna try not to use any sort of thing while fighting him. Oh god. No, no, what? Are you fucking shitting me right now? And within 30 seconds, I'm dead. Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Why is it that when I face Genichiro, the biggest bullshit happens, and then all of a sudden when Ishin happens, he's the biggest pussy in the world? Now, the real question is, do I have to go back and fucking kill people just so I can get my fucking 3 resurrections? Boy. Yeah, this game is garbage. They're like, hey, we're going to give you the ability to find secret items around the map to increase your resurrections. Oh, that's great. So every time that I fight, I can usually have 2 to 3 resurrections. They're like, well, no, that's if you kill people. Like, so what if I'm stuck on a boss and I'm stuck fighting him? Well, then you don't only get that 1 resurrection, bud. Like, these guys, like, in my opinion, these guys are, like, poorly. Oh my god, like, the blue robes are honestly worse than the purple. Easily, in my opinion. I just started doing Floating Passage. How to do... I press B, like, this is the shittiest game ever. And he does it again, like as I'm saying that move is shitty, and he does it again right after. Like, make it make sense. Okay, and this is the farm I usually do, and I always hit that. And then the one time that I do while I'm streaming, I can't hit it. Just kidding. In case you guys couldn't detect, that was sarcasm. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so you're telling me that you can just swing your sword around, and then when I go for you, you just magically are able to... How lovely. Alright, you know, alright, here's... Alright. So, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give the Ishin fight one last try. If I can't beat it, I'm just gonna continue to say the game is shitty, and I'm not gonna play it anymore. And that's final. I'm not gonna do this thing where I die to bullshit of a move not being inputted correctly in the game, or a move getting inputted that I did not click, and or my button's not operating. Like, and then after that happens, then I gotta go farm and get my resurrections back. I'm not doing it for hours on end. I'm not doing it. So what's gonna happen is this is my last time where I'm getting all of my. I hit B and it just doesn't work. Got it. So this is the last time I'm getting my resurrections. This is the last time I'm getting it. This is the last fight you guys see, whether I win or lose. Okay. So you only do a 3-hit move with the poison, and now you do a 4. Got it. See, I just didn't know we were doing midday updates. I didn't know. I thought, well, it's nearing that time, so I guess you could call it a midnight update. I didn't know that's what we were doing. Oh, and then I press RB while the red button shows, and then it just doesn't go. This game is terrible. Game of the year, my ass. Like, they had to have given them 20 to 30 minutes footage of purely doctored Sekiro for it to get Game of the Year. It's just that simple. The guy figured it out and there's no. The RB doesn't work. Nothing, nobody can tell me about it. See, like right there, I was able to do it after I took the drink, but when I was actually ready for it, it's just, nope, didn't. See, do you see how much time I have to spend just to get my resurrections back? It's ridiculous, in my opinion. It's absolutely ridiculous. Boy. Oh, and then that tiny ass pot on the ground just prevents me from maneuvering. How lovely. I don't think I've ever had a game where this just becomes. Oh look, I can run over it that way, but this way? Hell nah. Because that makes sense. Why are you showing me indicator symbols for somebody who's not attacking me? Not understanding. Okay, I'm pressing LB. Okay, you don't want to do that 2-swing. Okay, why is he only doing the 1 now? This is... Wait. I just pressed up on the D-pad. The fuck? I just hate it how, at the end of combat, the execution takes longer. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. They just want to, like, finish your battle off cool, but waste your goddamn time. Okay, now that I got all of my resurrections back, we are going to go fight the boss. Ugh, well, at least this fucking series will be over and I can delete this shit off my Xbox. Like when I literally delete the game off my Xbox, the value of the Xbox goes up. You know, it's like having trash and like no grass on your front on your front lawn, and then as soon as you take it all out and plant grass, it's like, wow, the property value just shoots up because you got rid of that garbage. Oh, so the first time you didn't do that twofer, but then you did. Oh, and then I hit LB and you just... I'm not understanding what's happening. Not understanding. Wait, one more hit? Of course he does a fucking thrust. Oh, and then he does another faster. And then I couldn't even get the fucking hit off after I did the jump. Like, oh, okay. Wait, he didn't do Ashina Cross? Wait, he didn't do Ashina Cross? I'm so confused. And then I dodge out of the way, but I can't because for some odd reason. See, like, I can't. I can't. Oh, Kuro's down on the ground. Fucking teabag his ass. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this fucking... Oh, and as soon as I heal, he dashes at me? That's lovely. Oh, and then I try to parry that and it just doesn't work because he's thrust into a goddamn rock. And I thought that was a jump time. Oh, okay. Oh, never seen that move before. Great, I made it to almost the same level I have with one fucking sword left. How lovely. Oh, and just taking out the weapon hurts me. How lovely. Oh, and then I just actually lose my targeting. Yeah, this game's terrible. Nothing anybody can say to me about it. Oh, and then I just deflect and take damage. How lovely. Well, I would like to say it's been fun, but who can have fun on this shitty-ass game? Alright, well that is it, Milkers, for Sekiro. Alright, let's go over our death tally, and... I mean, it's actually funny how I took way more deaths in Dark Souls 3, and it's funny how I tolerated that game more. So maybe that just means that Dark Souls 3 is not that much of a problem because the main issue is the kicking issue. I can almost guarantee that. Let's see, mathematically, carry the one. Just about 100% of my deaths in that game were from the kicking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah. Either 100%, 99%, one of the two. And I had over 100 deaths in that game. Okay, but in this one I get to resurrect, and I only count it when I actually die. So let's see. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. 3 and 1 is 7. 1 and 3 is 10. 10 and 4 is 14. 14 and 9 is 23. And then 23 and 2 is 25. And then 25 and 13 from my last stream. So 25 and 13, oh geez. 38. Okay, so then in this one, I believe I've gotten 9. So 47. So I believe that I've gotten 47 deaths. Like, to the best of my knowledge, I've gotten 47 deaths throughout this entire game. And just about all of them, like, I incurred some sort of bullshit in the fight where either well, let me say this. I wasn't going to say my deflect wasn't working or my attack wasn't working or my move wasn't working. The greatest way to encompass it all is my buttons were not working, and it's not my controller. The game does not input the buttons correctly to where sometimes I even click up on the D-pad to heal, and it doesn't fucking do that. So, we're going to leave it off at that. We're not going to give this game any more popularity. The title, because all of this stream is just going to be uploaded to YouTube as, like, at the end of the series, because I schedule stuff on YouTube. So, the title, here, let me actually write it down, just so I don't forget it, and make myself a man of my word, as I always am. We're going to call this Worst Fromsoft Game. And then, I mean, if I have the character count, like the character limit on my side, I might be able to add something like, yes, Dark Souls 3 is better. Something like that, because if you guys check out on my YouTube channel, there is a Dark Souls 3 series that I've done, just like all the other ones. And at the end of the Dark Souls 3, I just couldn't beat a certain boss because they were doing midday updates to the fight and moves I've never seen before and all that. Plus, there was even a couple glitches that happened, but more so or less, it was also because of the kicking that would just randomly occur in the fight. Because, you know, as usual in any game, you want to move forward towards the enemy before you attack so you can actually make sure you hit them. But they thought it was a good idea to just make a kick move that does actually no damage, by the way. Or, I shouldn't say actually no damage. It might do 1 or 2, literally. But, yeah, so Dark Souls 3 is shit, and Sekiro is even shittier. And we're going to end it at that. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. And normally I send you off with peace, but we're going to hold off on that just to say I hope to see you in the next one. And the next one will be a better game, because I will never, ever, ever play Sekiro again. It will just remain unbeaten for me. But hey, I made it to the final boss and I got him down to one thing. I'm proud enough of that, because anything more than that to get closer to that boss is just, well, all the bullshit just occurs. So, I don't think I can actually stream Demon Souls and or Bloodborne, because I only have a PlayStation 4 for that, and I'll just play them in my off time. But yeah, I'm sure both those games are better than this one. So we're gonna leave it off with, is Sekiro the worst From Software game, or is it Dark Souls 3? Leave a comment below. And that's where we're going to leave it off. And I hope to see you guys in a better game in the next one. And I hope to see you then.